some of the other surrounding communities where the money is being channeled are going to leave us in the dust. And we can't afford to have that happen. Part of the development project or development is workforce housing. Workforce housing is very important to a community because it allows the people who work here to be able to afford to live here. And if they live here, they send their children to our schools, they shop here, they attend our recreational facilities, our attractions, and perhaps save enough money to be able to buy a home here. Now I know there's a young man in here who's a lieutenant on the police department, Ashley Gonzalez. Ashley, you want to raise your hand? Ashley's wife, Tani Krasewski. Oh, you're here. You made it. God bless. Thank you. She is a story that I like to share. Ashley's dad worked with me for many, many years, Al Krasewski. Probably most of you know him. He was probably what you would consider one of the first community police officers because he was always out there meeting people, loving his job, and he was good at what he did. Well, Al and his family lived in Norwalk, and Tani grew up in Norwalk, went off to college, came back, became a teacher. And that's what we want. We want our young people to get educated and then feel that they want to come back to Norwalk to contribute, to be teachers, to be firefighters, to be police officers, to be nurses. This is what Norwalk is all about. And Tani came back, and now she and Ashley are raising a family. Tani was a teacher at Ponus School. And now she and Ashley, who also live in town together, are raising a family. So Tani and Ashley, thank you for being such a vital part of our community. And with workforce housing, it allows us to minimize urban sprawl where people are leaving Norwalk for other areas. It allows us to reduce congestion on our highways during the peak hours. I know Chris will appreciate that, as he works in Stanford. And it helps us conserve energy. So we want good, affordable workforce housing so that the people who work in Norwalk can live here. Now let's move on to another subject dear to my heart, and that's crime. But before I get there, I'd like to say thank you to the first responders that are here today who have joined me because they have a vested interest in Norwalk too. Could all the first responders, past and present, please raise your hand? Carl, you can raise your hand. Oh, did you raise your hand? You know, sometimes Carl gets mixed up. He doesn't know whether he's a minister, a police officer, or a police commissioner. Because he's a police commissioner in Milford. Are you still a police commissioner in Milford?
I did long enough.
Okay. You know, folks, we are an urban community with residents of over 80,000. And we're going to experience the same kinds of crime problems that other communities of similar size do. And I want to tell you one thing. You have an amazing, amazing police department of dedicated women and men who work 24 hours a day to keep you safe. I worked with them for 41 years. I was proud of them, proud to be a part of their team, and you should be as proud of them as I am. Now, I was pleased that in this election year budget, the addition of 3 police officers to the police department. When I was chief, I had a plan that I proposed that would increase the size of the police department by 4 officers a year for 5 consecutive years, bringing us to a staffing level appropriate for a city this size. Unfortunately, it wasn't funded, but I understand that, and we made do, and the officers do a remarkably good job. But folks, you know, You can't arrest your way out of a crime problem. Our penal system is not the most effective in rehabilitating people. They don't rehabilitate, they incarcerate. And it's our job to get to the young people before the incarceration.
Yay!